Next morning, 49 degrees, 377 miles to go. Already done my PGI, but I forgot to mention this last night. Isn't that incredible? 626. Okay, here's a little bit of a deal here. My hair's insane. Yeah, I'm getting it cut next time I'm home. Anyway, the insulation run I did, or better yet, let's back up to the vinyl siding, the stuff in the palleted box, the lumber tarp load from a couple days ago. That one I delivered and had 6.18 on the dash. I picked up that insulation, got that over to Des Moines, and by the time I got there, it was down to 5.99. And now, this load here, okay, the vinyl load was maybe 20,000 pounds, not very heavy. The insulation load was not even 8,000. So you would think with a lighter load I'd get better gas mileage. Oh no, because the insulation's 8 foot tall. It's basically a gigantic wind sail and totally screws over my MPG from the looks of it. 6.18 to 6.0 basically. That sucks. And now this load is about 45,000 pounds, and I'm getting better gas mileage than I've gotten the whole time I've had this truck. What the heck is that all about? Well, anyway, yeah. I also forgot to mention that this load came with a trailer swap, so I don't have trailer 7686 anymore. It's 7356 now. Hopefully it's as good a trailer as the other one I had. The crazy thing about it is it's another shelfless side box, which, that's 3 in a row now. That's awesome right there. Like, when am I gonna finally get a trailer with a shelf in it? Because that's gonna suck. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, even better, this load was a no tarp load, and everyone's loading up around me. There's like 20 preloaded trailers at this place, and everyone around me's got these pre-tarp loads, and I'm the only one with that having to put a tarp on there. I felt kind of bad about that, but hey, you know what? Freaking A, it's awesome for me. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of this pilot here in Mount Vernon, and we're gonna take off. I'm probably gonna get there around like 2:30 in the afternoon if things go well. But when it comes to these highways, you just never know if things are gonna go well, so we'll see what happens. Delivering at 2:30 in the afternoon is gonna suck, because I'm gonna have only like 5 hours left to drive, and there's not gonna really be any loads for me to take. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, I made it to the Consignee, however barely. Oh man, and now it ain't just 49 degrees anymore. No, it is now 79 and 80 degrees. Ugh. I was not designed for heat. There's just no two ways about that. But I'm getting unloaded right now. I have to put these 4x4s away once the guy gets everything off the deck. And then I hope my fleet manager has a very short run for me, because I only have like 4 hours left to drive. That's what happens when you give me a 600-mile run. And I've only got 7 hours to drive it. Yeah. And then I get hooked up at the shipper for 3 hours doing a trailer swap. Oh god, this trailer swap I did was the absolute worst one I've had to do yet. Not just because the ground was muddy all over the place, but first, okay, I got 7686 dropped just fine. That was no problem. Got it unhooked, got the gear down, got everything out of it that I needed. Went over to this trailer, 7356, and how far are you gonna back up with this thing, because you're gonna hit my truck if you come back too far. heck you're doing. Anyway, I came over here to get 7356, and first, the deck is too high because they lowered the landing gear too far when they dropped it off. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go lower it. Okay, the landing gear's in high gear and won't push into low gear, so I can't lower the trailer. Fantastic. I grab one of my 4x4s and stick it on the fifth wheel and back underneath it so the trailer's lifted up a little bit. Darn thing still won't come loose. Well, I dropped the air, then put the 4x4, then did the trip back in and lifted the air. All this sorts of crap. But I got up underneath it and it still wouldn't come loose. So I grabbed my winch bar and just beat the living shit out of the handle for the gear, and that worked. So that worked. So I got up underneath it, and then come to find out the jaws on my fifth wheel are closed. What the heck? Because I hadn't backed up under this thing yet, so I'm trying to back up under this thing, and it's not going, or it's going just fine. I'm bumping the trailer's kingpin, but I go to do my tug forward, and it's not going forward. The trailer isn't, my truck is pulling out from underneath the trailer. So I get out, I look at it, and the jaws are closed as if there's a trailer underneath it, and there isn't. So I pulled the handle, it was already open, so that made no sense whatsoever. So I had to have another guy come over and pull the handle while I stuck one of my winch bars into the jaws and kind of pushed it loose because I couldn't pry on it because that'll damage the fifth wheel. All this crap. So eventually I got that undone, and then everything went pretty smooth after that. Got the load secured, got the landing gear up, got it to come back out in high gear so I could get it up faster. Shut up. Don't even go there. Got here, or I got to place where I stopped last night. That was no issue. Lots of parking. An easy spot for me to get into, which is nice for me because I hate backing. I'm not just bad at it, I hate it. No problem. Got in there, got out this morning, and I crossed into a little mountain pass on I-24. That's the first one I've been on that I actually had to slow down for. The posted speed limit was like 45 miles an hour, and I was doing like 35 in 6 high with the Jake on all the way down. I was doing that control braking bit where you're waiting for your speed to come up 5 miles an hour, and then you brake down 5 miles an hour, and then you let it go back up to 5, and then you break it down another 5. That was actually kind of cool. And passed the guy in the breakdown or runaway ramp, where apparently smoked his brakes because his rims were smoking. Not good, not good. But I was fine. I did well all the way in to about 5 miles of a 6% grade. That was nice. I mean, it worked out. Holy crap, look at that. It's like a friggin' tent. Dragging off the deck. Wow. That one is insane. Yeah, you can see it better on the little mirror. Yeah, it's almost dragging the ground. That's freaking awesome. Now he's getting out. Where's he getting out? He's grabbing boards. Okay, I gotta go grab my boards now. But anyway, I get here, and coming in on I-24, I passed a sign that said, entering Eastern Time Zone. And I'm like, oh crap. Because I sent in my check call for this load in Central Time. Thinking maybe Chattanooga would be in Central Time. No!